नमस्ते सुंदर भैया।
नमस्ते।
कैसे हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ माला जी।
तो मेरे को लगता है 7:30 भैया, अगर कैसा
हाँ
क्या स्टार्ट करें कि 2-3
हाँ,
मिनट अभी वेट कर लेते हैं पार्टिसिपेंट्स को जुड़ने के लिए।
श्योर श्योर।
जी भैया, थैंक यू।
So if anyone wants to ask any question, feel free to ask the questions. We are just waiting for other participants to join. Gupta ji.
Good evening, sir. Doctor,
Good evening. Good evening.
one point last time what you brought out is haritaki and curd.
Yes.
We have to mix it in such a way and keep it overnight and consume it early in the morning next day.
Yes, to lose weight, to reduce fat, cholesterol.
So you can expect a reduction in the weight, is it?
Yes, definitely. So it is not curd. Actually, it's you need to soak it in buttermilk.
Pardon me?
This haritaki powder needs to be soaked in buttermilk, not curd.
Okay. And the next
It's
day,
called,
as it is, we can consume it as it is next day morning, early morning.
yes.
Okay.
We call it Takrabhaya Prayogam. Abhaya Prayogam.
Prayogam
it is called.
Prayogam is all right experiment. What is the name, doctor?
Takra Abhaya Prayogam.
Okay.
I'm typing it. Yes. Takra is buttermilk. Abhaya is haritaki or karakai.
Acha.
So it's very effective.
That means people can lose weight. One of the methods.
Yes.
Okay. So you should not add milk. Sorry, buttermilk.
Yes, sir.
This haritaki powder, is it we have to make it, bring a karakai and make the powder, or is it commercially available, doctor?
Available everywhere.
Acha.
Any Ayurveda shop, Patanjali shop. In Patanjali shop, it is just
what is haritaki churna? What is is it the same thing?
Yes, haritaki churna is same thing, karakai powder.
Okay. Got it. Because it was given to me to use for some purpose. That is even okay, so I can make use of that and then use buttermilk, and next day
Yes.
morning we can take it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, doctor. That is what I wanted to know.
Sure. Naresh Kumar ji.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all. I want to ask the one question that after going to latrine in the morning or fresh, can we take the warm water immediately after fresh?
Yes.
Is there any problem?
No, absolutely no problem.
Okay, thank you.
You can take warm water after emptying your bowels.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And warm water is good, can be consumed any time in the day, whole day.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. So let us start the session today. Today's session is about understanding human body and how we are unique from others. This is something which we generally don't observe, and no one teaches us that there are different traits physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, physiologically. So when we ask these questions generally during the sessions, and so many people are there, we ask these questions. What is a mobile app you use a lot? Students, they give a wide range of answers. Some students use productive apps a lot. Some people use more gaming apps. Some people use more music apps. So it completely differs from person to person, the kind of app they use. What games and sports do you play more? People prefer a certain kind of game, certain kind of sports according to their own taste and ability to play. And when we ask the favorite food, it again becomes completely a wide range of answers we get. Some people say sweet, some people say, hot, spicy, sour, bitter. Some people like bitter things. It depends upon their own constitution. Some people like oily, some people like crispy, some people like dry, some people like salty, all those things. And when we ask them, which weather do you feel comfortable? Some people say they're very comfortable in summer. Some people are very comfortable in winter. You'll see that there are some people who wear thick clothes even in summer and sit comfortable. And there are some people who wear very thin, simple t-shirt or some banyan and sit comfortably in chilling winter. People differ in many ways. And when you ask their hobbies, about what they prefer, dancing, singing, listening to music, enjoying painting, it differs from person to person. And when you ask about their time management and planning, some people are very strict with their time. They have meticulous plans for each and everything happening in their lives. And some people, they just go with the flow. They don't have any plans at all. They don't even like to make plans. Some people make plans, but they never follow. So people differ in many ways. And when you ask about their favorite actor, favorite sports person, favorite friend, favorite hobby, you'll see a wide range of answers depending upon their, again, constitution. So understanding human constitution is a very important step towards staying healthy and also staying happy. Because if you don't understand your own constitution, if you don't understand the constitution of your wife, husband, children, parents, you don't know how you differ from each other, then obviously you don't know that the other person is entirely a different set of traits which are completely opposite sometimes, and still they are natural for them. Your traits are natural for you. You need to accept yourself, you need to accept the other people, then only you will be able to be happy. So when we look at individual constitutions, we'll understand that we are all individually unique. Biochemically, we have a separate individuality. Like some people, 130 fasting blood sugar is normal for them. 1.5 serum creatinine is normal for them. And they will not have any kind of disturbance. 140 by 90 BP is normal for them. Another person, even 110 fasting blood sugar shows a lot of symptoms. Even 130 by 85 BP shows a lot of symptoms. Even a little rise in the serum creatinine shows a lot of symptoms. So what is normal to me biochemically can be abnormal to another person, because we are all unique. Physically, we are all unique. Some people are lean, thin, some people are well built, medium built, some people are chubby, and these are not actually physical disorders. Being lean can be my own individual constitution. Being chubby can be your constitution. Being medium built can be another person's constitution naturally. Physically, there are so many other things like color of your eyes, color of your hair, texture of your skin, warmth of your body. So many things differ from person to person, and they are absolutely normal for them. Physiologically, also we are different and unique. Some people experience hunger at different times, sometimes a lot of hunger, sometimes absolutely no hunger. For some people, hunger is steady and strong at all times, regular intervals. For some people, naturally, their hunger levels are low, but they can eat a lot. They can get emotional comfort with eating. It depends upon their own physiological constitution. Emotionally, we are different from each other. Some people react to stressful situations in one way. Other person can react to stressful situations in a different way. It doesn't mean that this person is right, that person is wrong. No. So if you are going to an airport, there are 3 people in the taxi, and the taxi got stuck in the traffic, and one person is so irritated because he is getting late. He's showing his anger on the traffic, on the people who are trying to squeeze through the traffic and all those things. He'll be hurling abuses. Another person, same situation, same fear of missing the flight, he'll be in a different kind of situation. He'll be, under a lot of stress. He'll be thinking a lot of things. He'll be worried. His mind will be jumping from this idea to that idea. He wants to get out of the taxi and he want to go by walking or something like that. He makes so many plans, thinks a lot, worries a lot. And the third person sitting in the same taxi who is also worried about the flight tries to bring down the worry by just you know listening to a song or to or browsing the internet or something like that, watching YouTube or something. The other two people will get irritated looking at this person who is sitting relaxed. Why is he not worried? He's also worried, but the way he expresses his worry can be different. It is different for different people. Gupta ji, you want to ask something?
No, doctor, no.
Okay. So, similarly, intellectually, we are all different. For example, some people are great in mathematics, some people are great in logic, some people are great in computers, some people are great in arts, some people are great in medicine. No, it differs from person to person. Some people, simple example, simple comparison is one person is having a great instant grasping power, Shigragrahi and Alpaspurti, instantly grasps everything, but instantly forgets everything. There can be another person who takes some time to grasp, but retains the memory for a longer duration. And there can be another person who takes a lot of time to grasp, but never ever forgets anything. So a person who grasps things instantly, for him, the other person seems stupid, who takes a lot of time to grasp a very simple thing. But for the other person, the same person who grasps everything instantly might look stupid because he forgets everything immediately. So we are all different. So we have this psychophysiological constitution, which is unique to us, which is completely unique to us. There might not be another person in the entire earth who is exactly same like us, either physiologically or emotionally or intellectually or physically. So it is very important for us to understand our own constitution, and also it is important for us to understand the constitution of people with whom we interact on a regular basis, our family members, our colleagues, our boss, or you know friends, relatives with whom we regularly interact. We need to understand their constitution so that this interaction will be comfortable without any kind of friction. So, what exactly influences this individual constitution? That we need to understand. There are so many forces which are controlling this universe. Similar forces are there inside our own body, which are controlling the internal universe, internal environment. The saying goes like this: Yatha pinde tatha brahmande. As is the microcosm inside our body, so is the macrocosm outside our body. Similar. We have these 5 elements: earth, water, air, space, and fire. We call these 5 elements or Panchamahabhutas, which are influencing the external environment and also the internal environment. So their influence with different permutations and combinations decides our unique constitution. So these elements, these classical elements, Panchamahabhutas. These are not just, related to only our Indian mythology or Indian history or Indian knowledge. You can see similar references in Greece, Persia, Babylonia, Japan, Tibet. So these were proposed to explain the nature and complexity of all matter in terms of very simple substances. So when there is a specific permutation and combination of these 5 elements inside our body, in which one or two elements are dominating and controlling our entire being, that becomes our internal constitution. For example, if Akasha and Vayu, space and air, they are controlling our body and mind, then my constitution will be Vata Prakriti. Similarly, if Jala and Agni Mahabhuta, water and fire, are controlling my constitution, then my constitution will be Pitta. If earth and water, Prithvi and Jala Mahabhutas, are controlling our body and mind, then my constitution can be Kapha constitution. But again, there are permutations and combinations. There can be a Vata Pitta nature, Pitta Kapha nature, Kapha Vata nature, and there can be a Samaprakriti. So even in these permutations and combinations, we will have 7 constitutions. But I can assure you that even if you fall into one particular category, whether it is a Vata category or Vata Pitta category, you might not be entirely similar to another person belonging to the same category. There will be different differences. So, this constitutional psychology is a theory developed by American psychologist William Herbert Sheldon in 1940s. This psychology attempts to associate somatotype classifications with human temperament types. So they have divided people into 3 different types: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. So physically, if you see, ectomorph person is lean, mesomorph person is medium build, and endomorph person is a bit on the chubbier side. So this ectomorph person is having a specific set of psychological and physical and physiological traits which are different from the person who is belonging to mesomorph, and different to the person belonging to endomorph constitution. So this division was done by William Herbert Sheldon. But if you look at this physical classification, it looks very strikingly similar to the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Vata people are slim and thin built. Pitta people are medium built, and Kapha people are well built, sometimes chubby on the chubbier side. So this classification, Vata, Pitta, Kapha classification, is though the previous classification was done in 1940s, this classification was done long back, thousands of years back. And now I'll explain the individual constitutions, and you'll see that they are strikingly similar to people you know very well, or maybe similar to yourself. Hippocrates, again father of medicine, he described the 4 temperaments as a part of ancient medical concept of humorism. He says there are 4 humors in the body, 4 bodily humors, and they affect the human personality traits and behaviors. So these 4 are sanguines, cholerics, phlegmatics, and melancholies. Sanguine people are, like, you will see people who are talkative people, who always want to have fun. They're cheerful, outgoing, fun loving, and they have this charm and they control the whole world with their charm. They are sanguines. Then we have cholerics. Choleric people are the doers. They do things. They want to do things. They want to do everything in a perfect way. They're very strong, driven, goal oriented. They control others by fear, threat, or anger. They are leaders. They command. Then we have peaceful phlegmatics. They are the watchers. They keep the peace. They listen. They are relaxed. They are adaptable, flexible, and they control others by procrastinating things. And we have the perfect melancholies. They are the thinkers. They want to do everything in a right way. They want to plan each and everything meticulously. If it is worth doing, do it in the right way. They are detailed, neat, organized. They are like perfectionists. They are reserved, and they control others by the threat of mood. So this is the classification done by Hippocrates. And now we'll dive deeper into our ancient classification. See this Vata Pitta Kapha. I'll give you a brief idea about what exactly is these three humors. There are three doshas or three dhatus present in our body, which we can't see with our naked eye. But Vata is a collection of certain qualities which control movement inside our body, particularly the nervous system, musculoskeletal system. That is Vata. Pitta is something which is responsible for various metabolic activities happening inside the body, various chemical reactions and production of energy. So many chemical anabolism, catabolism, everything is being controlled by Pitta. And Kapha is the one which gives structural authenticity to our body. All the connective tissues holding the body, holding various cells and tissues and organ systems are being controlled by Kapha. So these three, if they are in balance, they are always healthy. Whenever there is slightest imbalance in either Vata or Pitta or Kapha or two or more doshas, then we face diseases. So if you look at various times of the day and divide these 24 hours into 6 parts, 4-hour durations, then we can separate each part by the dominance of specific dosha. Early morning 2 to 6 a.m. is being controlled by Vata, which again controls movement. Proper bowel movement happens, nervous system is relaxed. Things which need a lot of concentration and focus can be done in that particular time, the Brahmi Muhurta before sunrise. If you get up early in the morning, you will be able to evacuate a bowels very easily because it is the job of Vata to do. Then morning 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. is being controlled by Kapha. Kapha is more sluggish in nature. If you get up after 6 a.m., bowels will become sluggish, mind will become sluggish. So it is better to wake up before 6 to keep your whole day active. Then 10 to 2 is the time controlled by Pitta. So Pitta is the one which is responsible for all the chemical reactions taking place inside our body. So if you are eating food between 10 to 2, that is the time when your digestive fire is strongest. So that is the time you can eat the heaviest meal of the day. That is the time your body will be able to digest and absorb even the hardest, strongest, heaviest food items. So again, then 2 to 6 p.m. in the evening is again Vata time. 6 to 10 is Kapha time, and 10 to 2 is Pitta time. Again, this 10 to 2 pitta time in the night time, a lot of metabolic activities happen, repair of old and worn out cells happens, regeneration of new cells happens, production of energy happens, recharging the body happens. All these things happen during 10 to 2 in the night time. And during that time, if we are awake, if you are not sleeping, not giving rest to the body, all these good and important activities will not happen, and that will disturb the health. So this we will again discuss in detail later. So these are the activities which I was telling. So this is Vata type of person. How he or she will be? They'll have a light and thin build, light bones, light muscles, less fat. Skin is cold and dry. They have a quick activity. They walk fast. They do things fast. They have irregular digestion. Sometimes food gets digested very easily. Sometimes it is tough to get digested. Sometimes they have a lot of hunger. Sometimes they don't have absolutely no hunger. They doesn't gain weight easily. They have light and interrupted sleep. If you touch them, they will immediately wake up. They're vivacious, imaginative, creative, spontaneous, changeable, easily accept change. They're extremely enthusiastic. They're quick to grasp and quick to forget things. They love excitability. They love constant change. They want change continuously. Their energy comes in bursts, and movement is characteristic in their mind and body. Their mind moves a lot faster, the body moves a lot faster. Even if you make them sit forcibly in a chair, some part of their body will be moving, their hand or leg or some part will be moving continuously. They display bursts of emotions, and these emotions are short-lived, easily forgotten. Gupta ji, you are asking something? Why no video to watch slides? The slides are not visible, Gupta ji? Manu ji, slides are visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Huh?
It's visible, sir. It's visible.
Visible? Okay. 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 So these people are having strong emotions, but they are short-lived and easily forgotten. And they are sensitive. They are sensitive. So this is a probable exact description of Vata people. And then we have Pitta people. Pitta people are moderately built. They have early graying of hair, early balding, copper brown color hair. They have a tendency of freckles on the skin which break out into acne, and they have very strong hunger and thirst, strong digestion, and they have more strength and endurance than the Vata people. Vata people, they have energy for some time and then they need to take rest. There is a determined stride to their walk. Vata people's gait is very light, as if they are just floating in the air. Pitta people have a very determined gait. Pitta people are enterprising people. They like challenges. They have a very sharp intellect and they have a very fiery mind. They have moderate memory. They don't forget immediately like Vata people, but they don't have a very long memory like Kapha people. And they live by their watch. Everything should happen with a plan. If they go to a new place, they will pack each and everything needed for the travel journey, including torchlight, knife, pencil, sharpener, eraser, spiral notebooks, everything they pack. And when they go to the new place, they'll take all the brochures and they'll make a plan what to visit, when to visit. And if they think tomorrow the zoo opens at 10 o'clock or museum opens at 10 o'clock and it is so many kilometers from our hotel, so then I have to start by 9. If I have to start by 9, I have to complete by my breakfast by 8:30. Then I have to get ready by 8. Then I have to wake up by 7. Everything is planned. They have everything sorted out. And they want to live by their watch. And if their plans go wrong, then they sometimes get depressed. They want everything to happen in the right way. Sometimes they wake up in the night feeling hot and thirsty. Whenever situation becomes out of control, immediately Pitta people take command of the situation. They control the crowd. They are leaders, natural born leaders. They are decisive. They take right decisions and they have very good sense of judgment. They have this critical thinking. They think in a very clear cut way, with a clear mind. And they articulate ideas very nicely and they, influence people with their words and actions. They are born leaders. Then we have Kapha people, earth water type. They have a very heavy build. They gain weight easily and it is very difficult to lose weight. Just opposite to Vata people, air and space people. These earth and water people, they gain weight easily and lose weight very difficult. Losing weight is very difficult. They have a lot of physical strength and endurance, even more than Pitta people. Their bones and muscles are heavy, soft, and firm. They have steady energy, unlike Vata people who have bursts of energy. These people have steady energy. And when they walk, it appears as if they are gliding. Very nice and smooth gait. Their actions are slow and graceful. And they hold on to things. They don't want to throw away things. Even their body holds on to fluids and fats. Even their mind holds on to relationships. They don't want to lose anything, things or bodily fluids and fat or even relationships. They hold on to things for long durations. They are slow to grasp, but they have a very retentive memory. They have a heavy and prolonged sleep. Unlike Vata people who are very light sleepers, they sleep a lot and their sleep is very deep. And they have a tendency to obesity. Their digestion is slow, their hunger is mild, but they can eat a lot. They are affectionate, tolerant, they are forgiving. These are the people whose company other two people enjoy a lot because they don't judge people. They accept people as they are. They're unconditional. They have a tranquil and relaxed personality. They don't get anger so easily, and even they have anger, they don't show it. So no, outward they'll not show. But when they are under a lot of stress, they become complacent, inertia sets in. They become possessive. Naturally, they are happy with things as they are. They doesn't want to change too much. But if someone wants to, if their loved ones want them to change, they'll change. Respect, they respect other people's feelings and they show genuine empathy and they get emotional comfort in eating. So these are all natural qualities of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha people. But when there is a disturbance in the Vata or Pitta or Kapha, their qualities change. So if you want to compare Vata, Pitta, and Kapha people, as I've told you, Vata people have bursts of energy. They are like a Ferrari sports car, lot of energy. Ring, 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 the car goes like that, right? So they have lots and lots of energy coming in the bursts, and then immediately they have to stop at the pit stop. They have to tighten the screws. They have to refuel, and then again they'll go ring, ring like that. Vata people are like that. A lot of activity, then they want to take some rest. They need to take some rest. If you put them into constant work, they'll become completely weak. Whenever there is a burst of energy, they need to bring that energy out, then they need to recharge themselves to get another bout of energy. So this pitch shop is important for them to recharge themselves. Then we have Pitta people who are not like sports cars, but very strong SUV like people. They don't need a lot of and refueling or this thing. They'll last longer than the sports car type people. They're sturdy, they're strong, and they command the road presence. They are Pitta people. Then we have Kapha people. Kapha people are like those diesel trucks who can take along a lot of weight, a lot of energy is there, but it is like constant, consistent energy. They can go very long, but they don't have that burst of energy like Vata people. Consistently, they can move things, they can do things, they can last a lot longer than Vata people and Pitta people. So whenever there is a disturbance in this Vata, Vata is like made up of air and space, Akasha and Vayu. So Vata people, the disturbance when the air and space gets disturbed, there will be spinning of air, whirlwinds. They get a lot of stress, anxiety, tension, physical strain. And when they eat cold food, raw food, the condition worsens. When they take a lot of iced beverages, when they skip meals, the disturbance increases. These are all the causes of imbalance in Vata. A lot of physical strain causes imbalance in Vata. Loss of mental stress causes imbalance in Vata. When they sleep late, when they don't get enough rest, Vata imbalance is seen. Frequent trips and lot of travel also disturbs Vata. Grief and fear, all these things will disturb Vata. And whenever there is such disturbance, whenever these causative factors are there, then you will see the Vata people worry a lot, become anxious, mind becomes overactive, spinning mind will be seen, jump from one thing to another thing to another. They are impatient, mental focus is lost, they go into depression, their attention span is very less. You might have seen people who don't listen to you at all. They are just thinking what to say next. Their attention span is very less. Mind is spinning. They become forgetful. They become fearful. All these things are mental indications of Vata imbalance. And Then we have behavioral symptoms like insomnia. They become very tired, fatigue that's in. They don't have enough. Um, they can't even relax. They become restless. Their appetite becomes low. They become very impulsive, do things on impulse, and then regret a lot. Then they become unreliable. You can't even delegate one single task to them because we don't know whether they'll complete or not. They have this tendency to overexert. And physically, they'll feel constipation, skin becomes dry and rough, stamina becomes less, energy becomes less. There'll be internal gas accumulation, gastric trouble, high BP, back pain in ladies, menstrual cramps, premenstrual syndrome, dysmenorrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, intolerance to cold wind, chills, shakiness in the body, aching joints, arthritic joints, weight loss happens, acute pain increases, muscle spasms happen, and they become light-headed, spacey feeling, brain becomes empty like that. All these are physical symptoms. And what can cause disturbance in pitta? Pitta is made up of fire and water. You know, fire and water, when you heat water on fire, it becomes steam. Steam is so hot, it can burn anyone. So when there is a lot of stress on the pitta people and a lot of anger is suppressed, a lot of frustration is there inside, a lot of resentment is there inside, then the pitta gets disturbed. When these people are already demanding people and they are being demanded, a lot of pressure is there on them, a lot of deadlines are there, they already want to do everything in a perfect way, and someone is pressurizing them to do more. They are worried about wasting time. They eat hot spicy food, oily food, food with a lot of salt, eat food with fermented items like cheese, vinegar, sour cream, alcohol, and they stay a lot of time in hot and humid weather, badly sunburned, lot of fatigue. All these things can disturb pitta. And then this hot steam can burn anyone. Their sharp mind turns into a sharp tongue, and they can be very, very vicious. Like they can speak words which will hurt you like anything, will shatter you when their pitta is in a imbalanced state. This is very important for us to understand that these pitta people who actually want to control and lead people, help people, suddenly become, you know, very cruel, speak words which are very bad, very hurting because of the imbalance. That is not their natural, way of communicating. This happens only when there is imbalance. They become overachievers, overly competitive, lot of anger, lot of hostility, irritability, impatience, resentment. They wake up frustrated and irritated, and you can see outbursts of temper. They become argumentative, a lot of tyrannical behavior. They want to take revenge. They can't even, you know, withstand someone overtaking on the road also. They want to beat everyone, win everything. And someone delays anything, they become very intolerant. They become judgmental. Sometimes they become self-judgmental. This critical thinking mind becomes very critical of others, criticize everyone, criticize themselves, self-critical. They want too much of perfectionism. And physically, the skin becomes inflamed with boils, hot flushes are seen because of excess heat inside the body, acne on the skin, excessive hunger, excessive thirst, excessive, heartburn, ulcers, sore body odor, bad breath, acid stomach, rectal burning, hemorrhoids, Crohn's disease, any inflammation. Itis is inflammation. Anywhere inflammation is there, it is because of excessive pitta. Similarly, there are reasons for the imbalance in kapha. Diseases like diabetes, obesity, allergies, when they are increasing, kapha can increase. Gaining a lot of weight and the person is depressed about it, then kapha will aggravate like anything, get aggravated like anything. And if their diet contains a lot of sugar, salt, fatty and fried food, heavy food, dairy products, cheese, milk, ice cream, all these things will aggravate kapha. This earth and water, when you mix both of them, becomes mud. They are like mud. When the disturbance is increased, then the kapha gets disturbed. They are stressed and they react to it by withdrawing or feeling insecure or unwanted. Excessive emphasis on possessing, storing, and saving things is also kapha imbalance, which is reflected in physiological changes in body. They sleep for more than few days in a row. That also aggravates. A lot of sleeping or less sleep also aggravates kapha. Cold, damp weather, snowy weather, winter, spring weather, all these will aggravate kapha. And when the kapha gets aggravated, they become dull with mental inertia, laziness, stupor, depression, over attachment to things, worry, and they get stuck in thoughts and stuck in actions. They procrastinate things, they can't accept change, they become greedy, they oversleep, movements become much slower, they crave for creamy, sweet, heavy dairy foods. They hold on to fluids, fats, they hold on to positions, they hold on to relationships. They become dull and lethargic. Body becomes cluttered, mind becomes cluttered, thoughts become cluttered, even the surroundings, their house gets cluttered. And physically, they become very intolerant to cold and damp weather. Sinus congestions, blocks appear in the nose, running nose, fluid retention in the tissues, edema, bloating in the stomach, chest becomes congested with a lot of cough, skin becomes pale, joints become loose with a lot of aches and pains, high cholesterol, heaviness in the body, weight gain, allergies, asthma, cysts in the ovaries and different parts of the body. All these things are because of kapha imbalance. So how do we balance these doshas? We need to correct the diet. We need to give proper exercise. We need to change the daily routine. We need to change the seasonal routine. If vata is disturbed, it is very important for them to become regular, because when they are disturbed, they don't even want to get up, they don't want to brush, they don't want to do anything, they just want to stay like that, both vata and kapha people. So we need to put them in a strict schedule, regular habits. And we specially ask vata people to experience the quiet and silent atmosphere, do some meditation, take a lot of rest, pay attention to fluid intake, reduce stress, feel warmth, because cold weather increases vata. Doing hot oil massage in the whole body also reduces vata aggravation. Eating food at regular intervals will help, and planning everything properly. Regular schedule for food, sleep, and other important activities, and practice calming the mind. All these things are helpful in balancing vata. To balance pitta aggravation in people, taking things which will reduce the excess heat inside the body, cooling things, cool drinks. Cool drinks doesn't mean that some Limca, Pepsi, or Cola. Things which actually help in reducing the excess heat inside the body, like dhania, like sariva, like cucumber, things, sabja, all these things which will reduce excess heat, mishri and all. Paying attention to leisure. Because pitta people, they don't want to relax, they want to do a lot of things, particularly when the pitta gets aggravated, they want to overachieve. We ask them to take a break, relax, and they want everything planned. So we'll ask them to have an unstructured schedule, go with the flow for a few days, expose yourself to natural beauty, balance of rest and activity, timely meals, decreasing the amount of stimulants. Stimulants will increase pitta, like alcohol, spicy foods and all. Taking appropriate diet, and let go of the need to have things go the way you think they should go. They should happen like this only. So let go of that feeling. Let them happen in any way. Relax. And how to balance kapha. Any stimulation through external senses, strong smell, strong taste, strong feelings, all these things are good for kapha. They want to come out of the dullness. They want to come out of their home, come out of their depressed mind. They need to spend time with their friends. They have to do regular exercise. They have to pay attention to weight control. They need stimulations and variety of experiences to calm down their kapha. They need warmth and dryness. Exposure to different kinds of foods is good for them. They need to reduce sweet and increase bitter, pungent, and astringent tasting foods. And they need to clean the clutter in their house, clean the clutter in their body, clean the clutter in their mind. They need to let go. So it's very important for us to understand these disturbances which we see around us in many people are not because they are their natural qualities. It is because their doshas are in disturbance. They are displaying such qualities which you might hate. So we need to understand the persons, particularly our loved ones, close people. We need to understand their real nature and also understand the cause behind this disturbance, why they're displaying these disturbances in their mind and body. And we need to help them overcome these disturbances. And for this, we need to understand the constitution of, firstly, we need to understand our own constitution and understand constitution of other people. Then we will be able to appreciate those differences, appreciate their strengths, appreciate our strengths, help them overcome their weaknesses, help ourselves overcome weaknesses, or take help from others to overcome our own weaknesses. All these things will happen with proper knowledge and intention, right intention, to help ourselves and help others. So we have this wonderful questionnaire which will help in understanding our own constitution. So this questionnaire is already there in the study material, which is there in the AICTE website. You people can simply go and answer the questionnaire to understand your own constitution, and you can make your family members answer the questionnaire to understand their constitution. And there are some really good websites which have really nice and structured questionnaires as far as this constitution is concerned. So one such thing is Dabar's website, Dabar India website, where we have wonderful Prakriti test or mind body constitution test questionnaire. So you can answer the questionnaire, then you'll get your body's constitution, mind constitution, and also proper recommendations for balancing the disturbances which might happen inside your body. So I will strongly recommend you to take one or more these questionnaires and understand your constitution, understand your family's constitution, and understand the recommendations based on your own constitution. And that will help you stay healthy and also happy with yourselves and also with the closed ones, loved ones. So it's 8:30. If we have any questions, we can take those questions.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Lalita ji.
Bhaiya, I wanted to ask one question regarding gastritis.
Uh-huh.
Is prolonged gastric leads heart disease?
See, gastric trouble
Ah,
indicates a disturbance in the digestive fire.
ah,
And according to Ayurveda, disturbance in the digestive fire is the root cause of every disease,
okay,
not
okay.
just heart disease.
Because what happens, I'm staying away from home. Uh-huh.
Yes. Hello, Lalita ji.
Okay.
Hello.
My husband usually take food from hello,
I think you are getting the
hello.
voice slowly. There is a
Am
lag
I
in the.
audible?
You are clearly audible, but you are responding slowly. Means there is a gap. There is a lag. It's very important for us to understand the kind of.
Maybe lot of net glitch, I think. Now am I audible, Bhaiya?
You are very clearly audible, but there is a lag. There is a gap in between. I am asking you a question and you are responding very late. So
Ah, ah,
that is because of the
okay,
internet.
okay.
So it's very important
Ah,
for us to correct any kind of gastric disturbances, correct our food, take light food. If needed, take some medicines to correct the digestive fire and keep our digestive fire strong and eat good food in time and sleep in time, get up in time, so that our digestive fire is always staying strong, and that will keep entire set of organs and organ systems healthy. Just by keeping the digestive fire strong, we can keep ourselves healthy in each and every way.
okay. But I till today I didn't get gastritic. I don't know what is gastric. But my husband often says I am suffering from gastric. And day before yesterday, same thing has happened, and he felt asleep, like very difficult to manage him. Then we took him to hospital, and now he is cleared, all right. But I don't know why he is getting like that. Maybe his way of working, or a lot of stress along with food intake, maybe. So that's why I worried. So that's why I asked this question, Bhaiya.
Yes. So don't
Hello.
worry. It's very important for him to eat food in time, sleep in time, eat the right food. All these things will help in correcting the disturbance, and also it will also prevent future diseases. So ask him to correct the lifestyle, correct the food, and eat mostly sattvic food, and drink a lot of hot water, and eat in time, early in the night time, and give a lot of gap between night food and sleep. All these things will help him. If needed, ask him to visit a nearby clinic to correct the disturbance if it is too severe. Yes. I think Lalita ji is not there. If anyone wants to ask any question, Gupta ji. Manu ji.
Ji Bhaiya, I was just saying Gupta Bhaiya is unmuting himself and gradually he got muted. I don't know. I wonder there's some network issue at there.
Yes.
So if somebody is having any question, they can raise your hand, and moreover, they have all are having mic. If you want to share or ask something, Ji Gupta Bhaiya. But there is some issue at his end.
Yes.
Again,
Yes.
he raised hand and then.
Am I audible, doctor?
Yes. Now you are audible, sir.
Okay, doctor. Can you just expand AST, FWT, and EWT? Somehow I missed it in between.
It's like simple. A is air, S is space.
Oh,
Vayu
air,
and Akasha.
air, space, and T means?
T means type.
Oh, okay, understood. Air, space. Okay, okay,
And
okay.
W is fire and water.
Fire, water,
Earth and water.
earth, and okay. Thank you, doctor. I got it now easily.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Gupta Bhaiya. I believe now there is no one who want to ask any question. So, Sundar Bhaiya, since it is Diwali
8:36, yes,
festive
yes.
season,
Yes.
you want to give us any kind of suggestion we can take away from you and we all stay healthy by other than eating all those sweets all together.
Yes, yes. Yeah, like always, we need to stay more aware of what's happening inside our body and listen to what body is trying to communicate. And whenever body says, I will not be able to digest more than this, then immediately stop and have a lot of fun, do a lot of physical activity. Even if you eat a lot, if you are doing a lot of physical activity, body will be able to digest all those things. Eat in times, sleep in time, get up in time, and enjoy the nice occasion of this year, Diwali. Happy Diwali to all of you.
Thank you so much and happy Diwali to all of you. Stay healthy, happy and safe. With this note, Bhaiya, can we end the meeting now?
Yes, yes, yes.
So again, once again, a very, very happy Diwali to every one of you. May all our life full of happiness and prosperity. Stay healthy. Have a great day. Bye. Namaste to all.
Namaste.